modules with finance, with logistics, and with material management plus core integration. So that's the reason I asked you what you do about. So my total experience is 16 years, and when you talk about ERP, that is, and when you talk about integration with S4 HANA, it is now going to be 4 years. So before we were dealing with other integration like PIPO and all. Now has S4 HANA has come, and now we are talking about core cloud. So we'll be focusing more on the S4 HANA from the integration. So as an integration, we need to even touch. I want to understand. Do you want to touch the other baselines such as finance and what is that integration with S4 HANA finance? We are going to do that, or logistic or material management, or only you want to learn S4 HANA?
That will be good also. See, integration, I appreciate like if you can share me that also. Okay. So my idea as of now, I am into security side of SAP, like completely I transform to GRC and security side. Okay. Now my present client is going for live on HANA. Okay. They went live actually. Now I'm getting the support work on HANA. Okay. So they gave me access on HANA Studio now, and so going forward, I'll be getting some tickets to resolve user authorization issues, and I need to handle with that. Okay. So what I planned is like, so why don't I take a course? Basically, I'm a type of person like instead of studying a material, if I have a course like this that will help me a big time. Okay. So I want to know with what is HANA security admin, then S4 HANA with respect to security.
Correct. So we'll do one little architect, how HANA architect is built, right? And then we will go module specific. That's the reason I asked you, so that it becomes a specific instead of talking everything and concluding it. So overall architect, we are looking into SAP cloud integration with S4 HANA, right? And then integrating with the customer partners who are with SAP, right? So when we are talking
about, you give me an overview, like what is S4 HANA, and then you take it from there. Like,
so you don't have the baseline understanding. You want me to give it that?
Seriously, I know about HANA, okay, but S4 HANA, I don't have baseline understanding.
Achha. Okay. So basically, S4 HANA was a developed product by SAP, and we developed this product, right? And SAP has developed when we started moving that to total cloud. So S4 HANA came into a picture is that I'm going to move completely finance to the cloud, right? I'm going to move my material management, my logistic management to the cloud. So what used to happen? What was a problem with PIPO? It was a on-premise integration with the application, right? Third-party application. Now, when we bought a cloud application, then we have to integrate. That is what I bought this with Architect. We are going to integrate cloud with S4 HANA and customers' other applications, our partners' applications also to be integrated. So it becomes a complete package, that complete integration, cloud to on-premise, on-premise to cloud, third-party application to S4 HANA. So it becomes a centralized where we are going to completely integrate and manage the complete system. That's how S4 HANA came into a picture. Today, any implementation which we do about, we are talking about managing your complete core modules which are there, plus cloud integration, plus third-party integration. That is how this picture has come. Just we will try to understand this from this architect level, how it is, and then we'll take it further. Now, example S4 HANA, when we are building it, right, we are using the S4 HANA finance and S4 HANA logistic. So it's on premises. So virtual, it can connect it with ACDP, right, which can be connected, and through APIs you can connect the customers, plus your cloud base. What we are talking about, like SAP SuccessFactors or Field Graphs, all that applications also can be centralized and connected. That means the purpose of us is S4 HANA is to inter-exchange the data, files, or information from one system to multiple system, and where we can centralize. So here we are creating a centralized storage of the applications where the data and the file is stored and it can be exchanged. So instead of having multiple integrations earlier, with multiple systems, we can make with single integration multiple applications sync with one. so that flow can happen, whether it's on-premise to cloud, cloud to on-premise, or third-party application. Got it?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, so this is what the complete architect of the system. So I'm referring SAP document because they want us to refer and make it, what is the evaluation that you can make the simple process. So calculations and other things can be built on the workflow. We can build, and this can be configured and managed in specific to SAP business planning. So as per the business of the client, you can completely simplifies the experience of this application is far better. You can integrate, you can manage this, see the system performance, KPI and dashboards also can be built here, and you can plan the integrations very effectively and very fast. You can trust word with the security of the data and other aspects are taken care. Now integration, that was overview. So integration, what we are talking about, we will integrate with the cloud, with on-premise, and we are going to manage the complete system here. So this is the architect vision. So example from SAP analytics, we want to bring the data, we are going to share the data in OData format to S4 HANA. From S4 HANA we want to send it to other HANA clouds and other can integration. So that is what we are core looking into. So core data flow of, right? So whether it's a master data or it is the any data format, has to be in OData format, which the data comes and data goes. So that we are going to look. So complete S4 HANA integration also will be taken care in the system. So your output will be very effective. You can see what is the data flowing. Basically S4 HANA became more popular when we started moving S4 HANA finance and then later logistic. So all your finance will work on the cloud applications, all that can be managed. So on premises just a backend storage. Maybe over a period of time we are totally moving out from on premise to cloud. So even not only SAP, Oracle also had moved. Now there is a Oracle applications which are like Oracle Fusion and Oracle Finance has been moved on, so that on premise totally it can be waived out, but has clients are working from quite long, so that can be managed effectively. So how do we integrate S4 HANA with SaaS? As basically we are talking about your finance and on premise, so that integration will happen, field mapping will happen. So we are going to integrate what we are going to maintain in S4 HANA, that can be maintained with SaaS application also.
Okay.
And this is core about finance. If you are taking finance module, we'll be talking about. So currently we are using 1809. This is the latest we are going to use for. Right. So basically at the planning level, integration level, costing level, this is core on finance. So when we talk about finance, we'll talk about now what are the challenges you would face across when you are integrating with that, because one is that you are going to see the complicated organization structure, that would be that. Another one is that you are having legal and industrial challenges if you see organization structure wise or location wise. So example, now European, they have a data structure and data policy which cannot be easily flow of the data from one legacy system to other legacy system, right? So that challenges we have to manage. Then long cycle run means backend program, it takes a lot of time for us to build when we are dealing with the client application. And this, because one challenge is that client application is in some other technology, other language. So mapping up that, bringing that data field and connecting with the connectors in S4 HANA. So we may have a standard adapters or customized adapters. On that basis we will, right? So this is one thing. There are other challenges like cost and other thing, and sometimes lack of simplicity. They have a lot of capabilities which are not easily to be built. So not only from the integration challenges you will feel from logistic management, material management, maybe finance you may not, because it's a customized and standard as per the geolocations. That will be there. So complete. And visualization, we will try to make the effective system where visualization of your reports, customizations and flow of the data is built in more precise manner.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the vision of S4 HANA is to bring all this into a single, right? Like your GL, your PCA, CCA, OPA, COPA, right? So finance, material, right? Logistic, all that can be bought here with the universal management, so that with the cloud integration, you don't have to do multiple, application dependency integration. So centralized, it can be managed. Example, I want to integrate finance with S4 HANA with logistic, and same way people application with that. So all that has to be bought and make it. So we are going to manage here, especially this application major is working with the finance very better, right? Still, I think SAP has some challenges with the material management and logistics. Logistic is a big, right? CRM and logistics is a big, challenge because of country-specific challenges, policies, and legal compliances. But finance, I think we are in. So we are trying to bring under one umbrella and manage complete system. So how the S4 HANA works on, right? So we are going to run this program on various cycles, allocations, so patches. So we'll be running the program. So if I integrate and if I want to test the program, so I have to see that centralized. There is a storage of the data or file format, and that can be sent once in a specified run period which we are going to give, right? And that data will go to the finance or logistic or people management or human resource. So complete process. So once in complete process of the data is moving, then it becomes an effective, successful integration.
Got it.
Sometimes we have to integrate with other applications such as Outlook and other thing. We will do that also. And creating cost-wise object. This is purely from the cost center wise also. For example, my cost center is maintained in SAP. How do I bring that cost center to my other modules? So I have to store somewhere so that every time I don't trigger an action, that data has to directly connect with the finance to material management. So S4 HANA manages that storage and then transfer of the data. So it is not necessary all the field what we map from S4 HANA finance, right, and we want to send it to logistics. Only sub-field mapping will happen. So I may have complete data stored in S4 HANA, but moving of that will happen.
Got it.
Profitability also mapping of that. So basically this core S4 HANA 18.9 version is basically on financial planning and your logistic management and material management. So this is how we are talking about operational informations. You want to these are the fields. Now example, we are looking only the cost center to be mapped with S4 HANA. So how we are going to map, that is one of the areas. And centralize, especially logistic, right, or price management or supply chain management. How do we manage from different part? All right, so connectivity country wise is still a big issue, but I think maybe another 1 or 2 quarters or supply chain will become more effective, and that is a big opportunity for us. If you are good in S4 HANA and integrating with your supply chain and pricing and all, will be a lot of good opportunity for us in coming days. Yeah, any questions?
No, I'm good. Just observing. Tell me.
Okay. For example, I have a group of companies, right? So I want to migrate the data from one company to transfer of data information. So let's say I have a processes, 3 different processes or 3 different companies, but nature of business is same. I operate in 3 different countries. So how is that I'm going to see that financial account informations are centralized, right? Management accounting information are centralized, consolidated, it is done, right, with the finance and with the other aspects of the module. Material management also, we can see distribution of material and other aspects. This is pure on the financial parts, because a lot of people come for finance, so it is developed by SAP. They're using it, right? So basically, we need to understand the domain knowledge what you're having. Do you want to expertise on finance or logistic or material management? S4 HANA by default it will be there, but what is the data flow we want to see? Is the data flow we want to see from finance or logistic or this
Material management?
Material management. So you can see that we are using S4 HANA, so transactions will happen. We are going to build and analyze, and it should give us output. So finance, logistic, or etc. Whatever we are talking about, data is there. So data will come from this module, right, and it will go to virtual modules. So transactions will be there. So S4 HANA is basically maintaining all the data in UX, and it is sending the physical table format for specified module. So it is not all the data will go. We will be working on specific to this. So this is your complete architect, like example planning, costing, right, and finance, right? How your goods will move, right? So that data has to flow on. So that is how we are going to build on.
Okay.
So this is, and we will try to make a lot of automations. Some manual process will be totally minimized here. So complete data flow and other things are going to be built. That will increase the efficiency of the system close to 25% compared to other application. Now SAP S4 HANA, what does it includes your finance, it includes your logistic, even integration with third-party application also will be part of. So I'm just missing this all when we are talking about. So what is our expectations? S4 HANA is going to do in this coming quarter 2019. What we are going to get? We are going to focus on financial total closure of last financial year, building a integration scenario, and additional countries. There are a few countries where we are going to build a template for data flow. So that is one thing. So this is your S4 HANA, and this your SAP ECC, right? Non-SAP application with S4 HANA and with the cloud. So complete data will get stored and then it can be distributed. Right. This is a flow of goods received and invoice and all. So this is again purely data flow and all. This is your various reporting analytics will be getting into. So specifically, we have to draw the line. We cover everything, right? As a S4 HANA. Maybe even when you get into an experience, you will be seeing that you're not only doing S4 HANA for a particular module, you're going to do over a period of time for all the modules.
Okay.
So this is what we have. Now we can open if you have any questions. There are a lot of modules in this which we can look into. Right? Okay. Purchase, employee, vacations, all that details has to be integrated. So this is how core will do about. So total it will take minimum of 1 month if you are learning. All right. Specific you are learning, that is more good. You have to decide the modules.
Okay, the module I decided. Okay, then thing is like, so how about the system resource? Like you guys provide the system?
Yeah, we'll provide. We'll work on that.
Okay. Okay.
So that should not be a problem. So this is what you have. Any questions? You can let me know. Right.
Sure. Let me come up with some questions. Like I noted down few points. Okay. I'll email to the person who has contacted me. Okay. So
yeah, and even if required, we can arrange one call. I can answer your many queries. That will be more better instead of email writing and people understanding.
Yeah, exactly. Let me put it together and I will contact you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time, Sandeep.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks.